Hi, I'm Sean McMenemy. I'm the founder and managing director of Ark Wildlife Limited. The business of Ark Wildlife was started almost 30 years ago now, and initially was a landscaping business with myself out in people's gardens, but I've always had a lifelong passion for wildlife and nature, and so many customers were asking for decks and patios and fencing and outdoor buildings, and I kept sneaking these little wildlife areas in up until a point when I was sort of like really rebelled and decided that wildlife was my thing and not garden design, and it morphed into Ark Wildlife, and I was just producing green spaces for people, and people started asking for bird food, for nest boxes and such like, and again through customer demand I just evolved the business into that until today we're actually a full e-com business selling online. It was actually the Hertfordshire Growth Hub that reached out to me as a business. I was aware through Herts Chamber of Commerce, but I was contacted and offered a number of services, at which point I was sort of very busy within my business, had lots of information provided. It came through email, came through different channels, but it was as a result of COVID, which disrupted my business greatly, that I reached back out and said, can you support what's available? And it's evolved from there. The challenges and what I wanted to achieve were sort of almost combined, because it was the success of the business which was causing the challenges, and that was that it had grown so successfully with just me as single decision maker, and with all of the various aspects of the company and activities going on, I was getting pulled thinner and thinner and wasn't devoting my time to nature and wildlife, which is what I should be doing. The support from the Hertfordshire Growth Hub has been really quite extensive and was to whatever level I was comfortable with over time. So initially it was sort of remote conferences and just, sort of what's my challenges, and then the Growth Hub would go away, do some research, come back with potential solutions and answers for me. Then they provided me with a mentoring scheme, because it became clear that it was a slightly deeper problem that we had, and that was a series of events with a business consultant, which was terrific. And then ultimately we then went through with a grant provision from the Growth Hub, which really allowed us to get into the nuts and bolts of what were Ark Wildlife's strengths and also what the challenges were. And then I could document it, see what it was, and systematically, with the support of the Growth Hub, answer each of those challenges one by one. We needed to be a lot more bold and broadcast and confident in our activities. And I think without that support to allow us to do the deep research, we wouldn't have ended up with the brand we now have and the confident and friendly approach that we've now adopted, and which is proving to be highly successful. The Hertfordshire Growth Hub also sent me on a course at the University of Hertfordshire, which was their Help to Grow course, which was quite an intensive course which went over 3 months, but it helped me to understand the difference between managing and working within my business and actually becoming a leader and empowering the staff to thrive and respond to what they're doing. Ark Wildlife Limited today is not the company it was 4 years ago as a direct result of all the support given by the Growth Hub. We have fundamentally reinvented what we do, because we were a jack of all. We were doing logistics, we were doing manufacturing, we had complex computer systems, and I stepped away and said, if I started the business today, what would it look like? And that's what we've now achieved over a 3-year transition. In summary, my personal experience of the Hertfordshire Growth Hub has been exceptional in a really positive sense, helping us directly with our business activities, our business organisation and structure, but also just incidental things where you might have a tax question or an employment question, and they're not necessarily always able to answer immediately, but always provide us with places and people to speak to where we will get answers. I would recommend any business to get in touch with the Hertfordshire Growth Hub. There is no downside to it, and there is a potential for a massive upside, and we're the evidence of that. It's been tremendous support for us, and we are reaping the benefits of all the support provided. Next for Ark Wildlife is sustained and continual growth. Having freed up a lot of my time to get back to nature and wildlife means that I can concentrate on product development, and additionally I'm getting out on the road. I'm now speaking to manufacturers. Rather than trying to reinvent the wheel, I am now speaking to external manufacturers and having custom bespoke products made on behalf of Ark Wildlife to further enhance garden wildlife in the UK.